is the 20-foot Airstream Globetrotter, 1968. It's been here for about 5 years now. This is a little shed. It's based on a 10-foot square shed, and I just built a little storage. This is where they stopped plowing. So from here on in, it's going to be me, my snowshoes, and my sled. We're heading that way. The sled's right here. It's all set up. We're going to pull this in, and we're going to get ourselves set up at the RV camp. It is a perfect day. Looks like that last storm yesterday dropped another 6 inches or so. No one down here, no fresh tracks. We've got about a quarter of a mile, all downhill. See, how's the sled holding up? Everything I need, a few things that I don't. Most of the time it's decently packed. Every once in a while I hit a soft spot. It's pain. We made it to the top of the property. Not a bad walk. I'm sweating quite a bit. Not to be unexpected. Not an easy walk. I don't know if you can make it out, but the cabin is right in front of me, and just in front of the cabin is the trailer. We have to go down this hill and then switch back down the driveway. We're at the switchback at the top of the driveway. It looks like someone walked down this road with snowshoes, probably hunting. It actually looks like they went down my driveway. Well, everything looks good. Definitely a lot of snow up here. All right, I'm going to ditch the sled here. Give you an idea how much snow we've been getting. Oh, you bugger. Hooey! Nothing easy about snowshoeing. They got us here. This is a tough way to travel. We got a little drift here in front of the door, don't we? Looks just the way I left it. Even some fall leaves on the floor. All right, we're in the cabin. Work's not done yet. My sled is still out there. I gotta drag that in, and I need to go up the hill and find my half a gallon of milk. Fell off my sled. Let's take a walk up, see if we can't find our milk. Would have much rather been taking a break right now. Alrighty. We found the milk. It's much easier to walk in a beaten path, especially without the sled behind me now. Perfectly silent. Have a listen. I hear the creek, that's about it. All right, we're gonna get back down to the cabin and get settled in. Everything is in the cabin. I've got it all kind of scattered around. I've got a queen size bed in the corner. I've got my food storage over here as well as my generator. It looks like we still have power. Look at the snow that's on top of my trailer. It's pretty deep. A lot of snow in the valley. I would say a good 2.5, 3 feet in most places. Lots and lots of snow. All right, let's get this kerosene heater going. Let's get some warmth so we can dry some stuff out. I'm sweated up. Always cracking a window when using a kerosene heater. Always ventilation, 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 especially when you first start it up. See if we can open up our back door. We got a little bit of snow. Now you can walk up the hill here and you'll be at the top of the property and avoid the whole walk down the driveway, but it's a bit of a steep hill. I don't like doing it with a full sled, but with snowshoes on, it's not too bad. Turn on the propane for my stove. I can make a cup of tea. I might as well do that now. Propane tank. Sounds like there's gas. I have extra propane on property if I need it. Okay, we're in business. That'll get us started with a cup of tea. Wake up, get some warmth in me while I get organized. I got the heater started, so it's chilly in here right now. See if I can read my thermometer. It's about 30 degrees in here right now. About -1, -2 Celsius. Freezing. Oh, we got a little ways to go here. We'll see how it does. It took a while to get here. It's about 30 degrees in the cabin right now. We're going to spend the night here at the RV camp in the cold. I got the heater warmed up. I'm going to get the s'more going in a few minutes. We're going to have a cup of tea and we're going to chill out for a little while. I got to dry off. I'm soaked to the skin right now. So we'll be back. Trailer's just the way I left it. Car wash soap froze. Pretty much everything freezes up here. We do have some tea. Good. Emergency supplies. Here's a good thing to have when you're at the RV camp. A nice pair of slippers when you want to take off your boots. These are great. I keep them hanging here on the light fixture so the mices don't get in them. Leave them on the floor. They make houses. We have another heater in here. I'm not going to be living in here, so I don't think I'll be setting it up, but if I need more kerosene, I could always just switch heaters. I believe I have a can of kerosene in the storage shed. I only have a twin-size bed in here right now. That's when I'm here by myself. It's very comfortable in here. It doesn't take a lot to heat this space up. If it's not too cold, you don't really need the heat. You could just bundle up in here and you're fine. But in the wintertime, I tend to use the cabin so I can crank up the s'more. I need a rest. I've been going since 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I've been hoofing through the snow. I want to set my chair up, take a little rest, have myself a nice hot cup of tea, get myself back to normal again, and then we'll be doing some winter RVing. Here we are at the RV camp. We are in Twinkie the Airstream travel trailer. My bunkhouse. We will be crashing in the shotgun shack across the way. It's a little more comfortable in the winter. I don't like to run too much heat. I can run heaters in here, but it worries me. I don't want to do damage to the interior. If I do run the heater in here, I will put it right here in the doorway with that window wide open, and I'll control the airflow with this door. So the heater will be right here, and I'll have this door open as much as I need for ventilation, as well as these windows will be cracked. And if I want to shut it off, all I have to do is put the heater into the bathroom. If you notice, the interior of the bathroom is like a hard, glossy plastic, easy to clean. Where in here, it's wooden surfaces and it's these textured walls, which I don't want to get all covered in soot. Enough of me talking. It's about as much snow as I've ever seen on the ground here in about the 10 years I've been here. An exceptional winter indeed. Nice chair, round table. Not a bad deal. All right, I got my chair, my table, my heater, my s'more, plumb tuckered out. Oh, there's nothing easy about winter camping. I'm sweated right to the skin. I need to get dried off, get nice and warmed up. Cheers to our first camping trip of 2021. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm soaked to the bone. The hike in, I sweated up a storm and I'm freezing. I'm actually shivering a bit. That's just the body trying to warm itself up. So I'm taking everything off. I've got the heater on right here and letting everything dry out. I can feel warmer already. My pants stay pretty good because I'm wearing leg gaiters so I didn't get wet. Maybe my feet are a little bit damp, but I'm not ready to take my boots off yet. Yeah, you can't stay wet out in the woods. It's not good. You lose a lot of body heat real fast. Everything is all moisture wicking, thermal, lightweight. But no matter how hard I try, when I'm snowshoeing, pulling a sled full of equipment, I work up a bad sweat. I was soaked to the bone. I feel warmer already. I'm not chattering anymore. I'm not shivering anymore. I've got a cup of tea in me now. That helped quite a bit. I've got my kerosene heater on. It's beautiful and warm. And I've got all my stuff, my gloves, my batteries, gloves, hat and gaiter, my bandana, all drying by the fire. What did I bring up with me other than my emergency stuff that's in here? I've got a bunch of canned goods, freeze-dried goods, and side dishes, pancakes. Always have pancakes on hand, and cornbread. Always have cornbread around, right? Barbecue sauce. It might be a bit frozen. Honey. I love honey. Let's see. Oatmeal, rice, sugar, natural peanut butter, protein, stuff like that. That's what I keep here all the time. Foil bags, paper towels, that's all here all the time. I don't have to pack that in. What I did pack in, I got some fresh fruit, I got fresh vegetables. What else? I brought some oatmeal because I'm going to do some tent camping. I'm going to be doing oatmeals for breakfast. Cheese, never forget the cheese. Dry stuff, mac and cheese, gravy mixes, instant potatoes are great for camping. Butter, go with the cheese. More canned goods. I like these pop open top single serving ones. If I buy a giant can of beans, I'll eat a giant can of beans. Ooh, a treat. I brought hot chocolate. I got some hamburger meat. Same story. Rock solid. These are pre-cooked chicken strips, carved chicken breast. I mix that with one of these Nora's side dishes and, yum. I have a bag of French fries. I brought half a gallon of milk, which I dropped on the way down off the sled. I had to go back and search for it. Thank goodness for the red top. We're in dairy country. I usually don't drink a lot of milk or use a lot of milk, but when I'm up here, I do. The milk is so fresh and beautiful. You can't get better. I brought some eggs in my egg carrier. Works pretty well. Oh, don't drop it, John. Don't drop it. There we go. I got a handful of eggs there. Good for a couple of breakfasts. Probably do some eggs in billy pot, maybe. A bunch of vegetables. Brussels sprouts and carrots and onions and all of that for a soup. We started at 32 degrees, 30 degrees. Now we're up to 52, 55 degrees, something in that ballpark. These heaters work very well. Doesn't take them a very long time to heat up this space. We're only looking at about 11 by 11 foot. It's an 11-foot square shed, half wall and a pitched roof, keep the snow in control. It does a nice job. I've had it about 8 years now, 7 years. It's all made out of recycled stuff. These are shelves from a retail store. Put heavy parts on them, and we redesigned the whole store, and we put in all new shelving, and the management wanted to throw this stuff in the landfill. I recycled a whole bunch of it. That's a Midland emergency radio. It was given to me as a gift by my daughters. It has the emergency band.
Northwest winds around, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of snow
It also
showers.
has AM, FM. And it's one of the emergency ones where it'll wake me up if there's something bad coming. My girls got that for me for Christmas. I love it. Gets pretty good reception. I keep it right up here. It can be charged by cranking it by solar, or you can plug in the USB. You gotta know what's going on. You want to get weather alerts, that is for sure. We've been here for about an hour, hour and a half. Everything is in. Only about 30 degrees outside. It's not an exceptionally cold day, no wind. Just had a storm last night, so there's fresh powder. Had to walk in quite a bit of it. Just about to get the bed ready. This is a dust cover. I've already pulled it off and flipped it over, dusted it off. This is a memory foam mattress with a protective cover, a vinyl cover on it. Keep the moisture out of it. And then I put the dust cover back on. I've got 2 wool blankets that I'm going to be using for warmth overnight. Cheers. It's time to get the s'more going. We need some fresh hot water for cleaning up. This is the vessel that holds the water. I'm going to fill this up with snow. That should get us started. It helps just to put a little bit of water on the bottom. Gets things melting faster. Okay, it looks like it's going. Alright, we'll give it a little bit of time, and we should have water in there for cleaning. I'm going to do some cooking. I want to have lunch. So lunch means dirty pots and pans. I need hot water to clean them, and this will give it to me on tap. Okay, this is our first meal since we got to the RV camp. Keeping it simple because most of my protein is still frozen. I made some Kraft macaroni and cheese. First I had to melt some snow and filter it through my bandana. There was all bits and pieces of leaf and natural material. So once I got it filtered and boiled, I use this to make the pasta. Let's give ourselves a nice little portion there. Groovy. And then to top it off, that's pre-cooked chicken pieces, roasted chicken, right out of the refrigerator. I give it a quick spin in the pan just to brown it up. I've got a good, quick lunch. Nothing fancy. It's food. Well, it is dark now, so we're getting comfortable in the cabin. This is day one. I usually take it pretty easy. I had a quick bowl of soup for dinner. What did I have here? Some Progresso beef pot roast with country vegetables. We can relax. Right by the Samora and the kerosene heater. My bed's all made, ready to sleep. I got to clean up the food area just a little bit before I go to bed, put some things away. Now it's time to get comfortable. I want to get out of these clothes, put on some dry stuff, put on some wool socks and my slippers, get comfortable. Oh, the long day's finally over. I've got my wool socks and my slippers on, got my jacket off, got everything drying by the fire here. We just had a quick bowl of soup for dinner, and now we're just relaxing with a cup of tea by the heaters. I got the Samora making hot water for me so I can clean up after dinner, and I got a beautiful cup of hot tea to warm me up on the inside. Couldn't ask for better. The perfect day. A hard day, but a good day.
Good morning, everybody. What a nice night's sleep I had. Always sleep so well at the RV camp. Not a peep outside all night. The wind died down. Looks like it's going to be a nice morning. Well, it's day 2, just past 6:30. The sun's up. I'm going to put on some oatmeal and a nice cup of tea. I could lay in bed for another hour or so if I wanted to. But I got to get up. I got to go put some more charcoals in the Samora. Okay, I'll be up and about in just a minute.
Alright, let's check on the Samora. It's still hot, so there might be some coal still burning in there. Shake them up a little. Put a few charcoals on top of the red stuff. It's down there, it should take off. The water's nice and warm, so if I can wash up my hands. That's the beauty of this Samora, is I'm waking up in a winter camp in the mountains, well below freezing for weeks, and I have hot water on demand for my camp trip. I've got dishes to clean from yesterday's mac and cheese, and I have to get cleaned up, so now I've got a full basin of hot water to do it with. Put the dirty pot underneath, open up the valve, get a little bit of hot water in there, clean things up. Had a very good night's sleep last night. This mattress is extremely comfortable. It's a memory foam mattress. You know, one of those ones that it comes in a box, you open it up and it springs open. It's really comfortable. I could have slept another hour, to be honest with you. We'll go take a look at the sunrise after breakfast. No matter where I am, seems like I can always manage to muster up a nice bowl of oatmeal. Well, day 1 is over. We're just about 24 hours from when we got here yesterday. A little bit of maintenance to do yesterday, just cleaning things up, moving things around, looking for tools. I didn't close down the camp as properly as I would have liked to have. I was going to come back again in December, but then the weather just did what it did. So everything is fine. The trailer's closed, but I have the lawnmower still in the shed. I like to have that packed away. At least I got a nice bowl of oatmeal to start my day. I'm going to eat my oatmeal and drink my tea, have a nice wake up, and then I'm going to start my day. I've got some chopped meat for hamburgers for lunch today. It's going to be in the 40s today, possibly. I mean, that's the forecast down in the valley. We're up on the mountaintop here, so they're saying 44 degrees is a high today. It'll probably translate to mid to upper 30s here for me. It'll be above freezing. Maybe some of the snow on the roof will melt off. I'm a bit concerned about the weight on the roof, but so far so good. No creaks or anything like that. It's only 2x4 construction. No, it survived 10 winters here. This one has been an exceptional winter, though. It really has. Boy, the milk up here is so good, so fresh. Okay, everybody, we'll be right back. Okay, breakfast has been done. There are dishes to be done, but they'll wait. Let's see what it looks like outside. Well, it's sunny out. Let's do a nice pan. Okay, that's looking up the driveway towards the road. There is the 20-foot Airstream Globetrotter, 1968. It's been here for about 5 years now. This is a little shed. It's based on a 10-foot square shed, and I just built little storage wings off the side. It helps to shed rainwater in the summer and holds the snow load really well. I keep storage in here, bicycle, lawnmower, fuels, that kind of thing. Yeah, we got a good load of snow, good 12, 16 inches. That's the sun peeking through the trees. It's pretty beautiful. When it's all covered in snow like this, it's I don't know how to describe it to you. It's awesome. Okay, next task is to clean out the fire pit, and let's prepare a fire for this evening's meal. First, I'll get that tidied up. Okay, that's all cleaned out now. Before I make the fire, I have another chore to do. We've been burning kerosene all night, last night, so I need to fill up the tank. It's almost empty. There's a siphon pump. This is K1 kerosene. Get all the snow off of it, and it's ready to be put in to the kerosene heater, and then I can get back to making a fire for dinner. Okay, I just want to raise everything up off the floor. It's wet, make it easy to start. I just wiped down my kerosene can, so I got a little bit of kerosene on those paper towels. That just should help us out here. Okay, we are full of some small sticks. I didn't break up kindling or make shavings or anything. That usually does the job. Okay. I'm gonna go get my chair, make myself comfortable. Try to dry off the old boots a little bit, so we get a nice little fire started. fair amount of wood. This is going to be my dinner cooking. I've got some ground beef and some cheese, and we're going to make cheeseburgers. I've got some nice vegetables. I've got peppers and onions. We gotta whip something up special tonight. We have to pack up everything and be ready to leave first light tomorrow. I want to get on the road early. Get some chopped meat and we got some cheese. Roughly in half. Kind of push it down into the bottom burger. Put on top any pieces that fall, just pop them in the middle. And down they go. It's gonna be a beauty of a burger. There it is. In the meantime, I've been sauteing some onions and red peppers in a non-stick pan. I'll be back soon. Alright, this burger has a date with a campfire outside. Oven's up to 450. Pan's heating up for the burgers. The peppers and onions are looking good. Delicious. I had to take the first bite. It looks so good. Nice and crunchy. Cornbread is done. And that's about to go on in the frying pan out on the campfire. Okay. Frying pan. Fire's catching up. And that will cook until it's done. I would say about 15 minutes on each side, maybe. It's pretty thick. Hey, that big old cheeseburger is cooking away. I think it's ready for a quick flip. Well, it's definitely looking done. I'll leave it in here to stay warm until I get the French fries out, which are in the Airstream right now in the oven. And I've got peppers and onions on the stove in the non-stick skillet. Be a nice dinner along with some cornbread too. Let's take this baby off the fire. Sounds good. Woo. Okay, peppers and onions are sauteing in the non-stick pan. Burger is ready. Cornbread has been waiting for us, and I've got some French fries to go with it. Let's make this happen. That's a double cheeseburger with cornbread and fries with peppers and onions on top. That's a fine meal fit for a king. I'm gonna sit right here and eat it. Guess we're gonna just slice this right in half. It looks good. It's got cheese in the middle, both sides. Some beautiful peppers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. That is so good. I think we need some ketchup. Well, thanks everybody. I'm going to sit down and have my supper. I'm going to get that fire stoked up again so we can sit in front of the fire for a while tonight. That'll be nice. I got some big logs going in there now. The fire's doing really well. Finished up supper. I'm stuffed. It was delicious. Just sitting by the fire now, listening to the wind howling out of the north. We may get some more snow tonight. It kind of has that look. Clouds are getting thicker and the wind is picking up out of the northwest. That usually means snow up here, so hold on everybody, here we go again. Thank you everybody for coming along on this trip, keeping me company in front of the fireplace in the snow. Having a beautiful time up here in the great northern Catskills, camping at the RV campground. Time to head home. We're all packed up. It's cold and icy outside. Perfect snowshoeing weather. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. This is day 3 of our trip to the RV camp in the Catskills. We're headed home. First light, no breakfast, just a quick cup of tea, packed up my gear, and we are on the road. Okay, yet another frequent break. That's where we just traveled. You see the cabin off down that hill behind the trees. And the Airstream's kind of invisible down there in the snow. Alright, we are just about to the top of the hill. It's a good hike. I took a lot of breaks. I didn't sweat too bad. It's pretty cold out here. I don't think it's much more than 30 degrees right now. It's getting colder. This is the car. This is where the town stops plowing. Okay, we'll be right back. I get myself cleaned up and packed up, and we got a bit of a drive. Really good shoes, very good shoes. So I obviously didn't pack everything that I brought in back out. Stuff that I just don't need back at home. What I don't leave without is my backpack and regular gear, my sleeping gear. But this concludes my first winter camp 2021. We'll just call it my first camp for 2021. The weather's been so bad I haven't been able to get out the house. So I've been doing a lot of local stuff. You've been watching. But if you you're here just for the camping stuff, thank you for your patience. Sometimes it's just not so easy to get up here. We've been getting snow measured in feet, not inches. They've been getting 2, 3, 4 feet at a time. The first one was 4 feet. You would not have been able to see my car. In February 2021, winter camping in the snow. J. Charles Outdoors.